What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the I Formation Podcast. Here with Ben Hall, my guy LaRon McClain. Last week we did our first live video, and I think that went really well. I'm sure some of you may have saw it. And it's just much easier doing that. Yeah, Sunday morning, and it's much easier doing that, so we don't have to kind of give a longer episode here and give like a whole preview of all the games on Sunday. We can just do that Sunday mornings. So we're definitely going to continue doing that moving forward. Before we start, how you doing today, LeRon?
Man, I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. Can't complain at all. Happy to be back, man. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to our page last week, everybody that followed us, commented, and the people that participated in the trivia. Man, remember, man, to follow us on all the handles, man, on Twitter, iForm Podcast, the iFormation Podcast on IG, man, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man, the iFormation Podcast. But man, we finna get going into this first quarter, kick this thing off, man, and get going, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hope all is well, man. How you doing, Ben?
Same. Just coming off of a very interesting football weekend.
Yes, we did.
Not an expected weekend at all, I would say. For a lot of games. And jumping into the first one, the Bills Steelers. On Sunday, I still remember on the live saying there is no chance the Steelers win this game. I still remember saying that. And the Steelers defense played really well. But the Bills decision-making was just terrible. I don't know. Josh Allen folded. Josh Allen did not look like last year's Josh Allen. The Steelers offense only has 65 yards and 0 points at halftime. Najee Harris struggled. But in the second half, it just seemed like the Steelers had all the momentum and the Bills just could not do anything offensively. And like I said, Josh Allen just did not look like old Josh Allen. And it was just not a good game for the Bills, especially to start the year at home against the Steelers, who are kind of like not a big rival, but one of the top teams that were supposed to be one of the top teams in the AFC. And the Bills just came out and really, really struggled.
Yeah, man. Surprised me at the game too, man. Josh Allen, his play, the way that he came out and, and played against the Steelers. But, hats off to that Steelers defense, man. I think, like Tomlin said in the post-game interview, man, he said, I think we're going to do that to a lot of teams this year, with their defense, but how they played against how they played against Josh, man, was at them, did their thing, kept their offense into the game. So I guess they figured out something in that second half, man, and got rolling, man, and picked up a huge AFC win on the road, man. So shout out to the Steelers on that victory.
So now moving on to the Cardinals-Titans game, that was one that was very crazy. Like you said, Chandler Jones, 5 sacks. If he ends up actually being traded, because like they said, I'm sure everybody's seen it on social media, he in the post-game interview acknowledged that he did ask for a trade in the offseason, and any other questions about that, he really just said, I'm gonna let my agent deal with that. Basically I'm focused on football. That's like he should have said.
I'm just gonna ball.
Exactly. And if you have 5 sacks, either you get your money or they trade you. He went out there and had 5 sacks, and it's probably the best thing for him to be playing, wanting a contract, because that's just going to motivate him to play even harder and show them I need my money, as if he already hasn't. I mean, he really already has, but still, he showed on Sunday he deserves money from wherever he is. And I don't think that he will be I don't think he'll be traded. I think they'll end up agreeing to a contract. But still, a guy like him, you definitely just can't not pay. I just don't get it.
Yeah, man. That game right there, man, surprised me, man. I'm a big Titans, guy this year, but them Cardinals came out and played K1, like Pepper said on that mic, though. They call him K1. K1 looked amazing, for that offense, doing this thing. Hopkins doing Hopkins things, scoring touchdowns, the Titans, doing what they're doing. They got shut down, man. Chandler Jones tore that guy up to the point that he had the tackle got on social media and said he got his butt whooped. Thank you for exposing me. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life in the NFL. A guy on there knowing that he got whooped, but it was shown all over, the highlights and all that, man. I hope the Titans bounce back, next week. But them Cardinals, man, hey, that defense look good. They look good on offense. Ain't no telling what K1 gonna do. Man, he was exciting. He was exciting, man. He was exciting Sunday.
Oh yeah, for sure. And now moving on to the Seahawks Colts game, Seattle came out quick and made a big statement, scoring 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives, I believe, against a great Colts defense. Like everybody knows what this Colts defense can do, and how they like kind of stop offenses. And Seattle came out right away. Like I said, scored 2 touchdowns, put up 21 points in the first half, and that was kind of the story of the game. But then in the second half, the Colts offense was just completely not there. They didn't do anything, and Seattle's defense really stepped up. It definitely hurt the Colts with how bad their offensive line was. Nelson played great as usual, but other than him, they really didn't have any guys play well. And it really hurt Carson Wentz in his debut in Indianapolis. I don't think he played terrible, but just as an offense, the Colts really didn't look good. And defensively, giving up 28 points just really isn't very normal for that defense.
Man, defense, I thought that defense would have did a little bit better, but knowing that the Seahawks, they played great on the road, you know, especially East Coast games, man, they did a great job. Russell Wilson, year 10, I think he got something to prove, you know what I'm saying, with his squad. He got a few weapons. There's nothing to complain about pretty much on his offense. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, like, you know what I'm saying, they're in the groove and everything. You can tell that's the difference between the Seahawks and the Colts in that game. You know, Carson Wentz being out, man, you know what I'm saying? I think you got to be in the game. You got to be, you know what I'm saying, practicing everything. And with your team, with your receivers, you know what I'm saying, they were off, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they bounce back, but, man, Seattle looked good.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Seattle just looked like the way better team, and that was kind of what I expected for that game, but I don't really know. Like, a lot of people are kind of up and down on Seattle, but we'll see how they do for the rest of the year. But moving on
the NFC West, man, the NFC West is 4-0, and it is very different. It's very different, man. Ain't no telling who's going to come out of that. They're going to, like we said earlier when we was picking our teams, they go bang up on each other the whole year.
All year.
You know what I'm saying? The NFC West, man. I can't wait till them games come up when they bang against each other, man. So looking forward to those.
100%. But moving on to the Chargers Washington football team game, this was
vote up, baby,
game.
Vote up.
You were spot on. Like, this was a great game. But the Chargers were the underdog somehow. I didn't really get, but Herbert played extremely well, except for a few mistakes late. I don't think the fumble they called on him was a fumble. I still don't get that. They called it on the field. I don't know. I don't know how you call that a fumble and they call it on the field and they say they can't change it. But I don't know how you make that call on the field. Just stupid to me. But Keenan Allen had a big day, like 100 yards. Not a surprise at all for Keenan Allen. That's what Keenan Allen does every week. But for Washington, field goals don't win games. And they kicked 3 field goals and scored 1 touchdown. That was the difference. If they score a touchdown, that game might be a little different instead of 1 of the field goals. But like I said, Herbert made a few mistakes late. The 1 interception. The Chargers were 1 or 2 plays from winning this game by double digits. Like I didn't really think the game was close by score, and late it looked a lot closer than it really was. But like I said, if the Chargers score a touchdown in either of those drives where they called the fumble, which, like I said, it was not a fumble, or if Herbert doesn't try to extend a little bit too much on that pass and doesn't throw the interception, Chargers win by double digits. So the Chargers look good. Didn't expect them to play bad at all. And against a good Washington football team defense, it was definitely impressive to see the Chargers kind of do what we really expect them to do.
Yeah, man, Chargers offense, you know what I'm saying, came out doing their thing, like you said. Herbert, man, I'm so excited about just what they gonna do, you know what I'm saying, this year in that offense, you know what I'm saying. Good game, East Coast game, first game of the year going on the road, you know what I'm saying, gets that good defense. You know what I'm saying? They had a little help, you know what I'm saying, with Redskins quarterback going down pretty much early, you know what I'm saying, and their backup having to come in, but he played good also, you know, so we're going to talk about them pretty much later because, you know, they play pretty much tonight. But, you know, the Chargers are the Chargers, man. Like I said, vote up, baby, man. They look good. So I hope they could build off this game, man, and get ready for the next.
Facts. And now moving on to the first 4 o'clock game, we're talking about the Browns Chiefs. This was one, man. We talked about this morning, but Baker he played well all game and
Yes,
just
yes.
and at the end of the game, like I know he was trying to throw the ball away, but just had a huge mistake. The interception really killed him, and they just got complacent. Like they with Kansas City, every single team that has played them has proven never ever get complacent. Keep playing your game and score points because
Yep.
Kansas City's going to do the same thing. Cleveland
Yep.
was blowing them out. Cleveland was killing them, and any football fan watching should have known in the back of their mind this was not over. And here comes Mahomes, and everybody was so big on the Mahomes throw. Where let's not talk about the Mahomes throw though. We're gonna call it the Hill catch because Mahomes chucked that up, and people are gonna say, "Oh my gosh, look at this throw." No, Hill adjusted. It was thrown way behind Hill. The DB didn't knock the ball down. The DB completely overran it, and Hill
Yeah.
stopped and caught the ball. Wasn't a good throw, so we're not. It's all about the Mahomes throw. No, it was the Hill catch, in my opinion. But Hill had 11 catches, 197 yards, and a touchdown. He is just unstoppable. And
Man,
and we're gonna jump
11,
into
man,
this.
197 yards. That was crazy. He had a crazy game.
Insane. And we're gonna jump into this more. We're gonna jump into this more later when we go into our the Ravens Chiefs kind of expectation and that. But against Tyreek Hill, you have to hope you can limit him. You're not going to stop him. It's a fact. Not one team has stopped him. You have to try to limit him and just do whatever you can to limit him. And until then, they're going to be unstoppable. But like I said, Cleveland got complacent. If Cleveland keeps playing to win that game, like they were losing, like if Cleveland just plays their normal game, I think they win that game. But they tried to act like they thought they could run the clock out and take their time and try to play on their own time. When Kansas City said no, went down the field, scored a bunch of touchdowns. Mahomes played way better in the second half, and that was really the story of the game.
Man, you can't, like you said, man, you can't let them boys, them Chiefs hang around, man. They're going to make plays. You know what I'm saying? They just got too many weapons on offense. You know they're going to score points. And like you said, man, the Browns came out swinging. That's my Super Bowl team. You know what I'm saying? Like I picked a prediction, you know what I'm saying, and everything. But after seeing them week one, you know what I'm saying, I think they can. You know what I'm saying? Not even adding OBJ. You know what I'm saying? They say he's going to be out Sunday also versus the Texans. So he's going to be out again. So I'm going to see how they bounce back, you know what I'm saying, from that loss. They was in the game the whole game, just like every game against the Chiefs. Man, I think they exposed the Chiefs a little bit. I think the Temple from that Super Bowl to this first game, man, I think they exposed them a little bit. So, but like you said, we're going to talk about that later, man. And the Ravens and the Chiefs, man. That's Sunday night.
Big one. But for the next 4:00 game, the Dolphins Patriots. This was a really, really good game defensively. But for the Dolphins,
like we said it too. That Sunday at on the live show Sunday, man. We said it's gonna be a defensive battle. They went at it, man. Miami, like you said, Miami's gonna that defense is gonna have that number pretty much on offense, man. He slowed them down, man. Them down pretty much, and they had to play pretty much the perfect game. But man, you know what I'm saying? I just know Mac look good, man. But I know on a few throws with Tua, I see what they be talking about. You know, so they be saying his accuracy good, but I know on some plays he lead guys, and on some plays I feel like he should just put it on them. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So it was a defensive game, and it came down to that missed field goal.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, the missed field goal. But Miami was another one, just like the Chargers. They were the underdog, and I bet on the Chargers, or I bet on both the Chargers and the Dolphins to win. They were both underdogs, and they both won. So I didn't really understand why both of them were underdogs. Both of them being on the road played a big factor in that. But like I said, Miami right now is the better team than New England, in my opinion. Jalen Waddle looked phenomenal. Like I was extremely impressed. And people forget Devontae Parker is in Miami. Like I felt like people were sleeping on him. I don't get it. Devontae Parker has always been one of the top guys, always made big time catches, and always got a ton of targets when he's been in Miami. So that receiving core is going to be very, very big, especially as Waddle gets more used to the NFL play.
Yep, man. Man, like I said, they look good on offense. Waddle, you know, I love Waddle, man. Bama guy. You know what I'm saying? Look good in and out his routes, man, especially after, you know what I'm saying, a big injury that he had, man. He looked good for Tua. You know what I'm saying? I just hope my guy just get better with it, actually start putting the ball over. I remember a third down play. I was just like, come on, Tua, if you put it on him, because he stopped in the zone, you led him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He missed it. But I think they're going to get better, man. More and more practice. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be good.
So now moving on to our last 4:00 game, the Packers Saints game. I'm going to come out. Aaron Rodgers sucked. That's really it. That was the story. Aaron Rodgers sucked. Like, that was terrible.
RELAX. Relax.
Listen, but however, listen to me though. Listen though. If you come into the offseason and act the way he did, which he wants his money, he's the guy. He is the guy. You got to come out and show me more than that. You have to show me more than that. That was pitiful. And I got a little bit biased because I had some money on the Packers, but you have to show me more than that. You lose by 30.
Man, it was bad. It was bad. To the point like their defense was bad and made Jameis look so good. And seeing him throw them 5 touchdowns, like he was just on point, man. So I really got to see. I know it wasn't a fluke, man. I was cheering for Jameis, but I also was cheering for A-Rod. You know what I'm saying? Let's go a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's one guy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be we're gonna probably hit on that. You know what I'm saying? Sunday when we talk about the games when we go live. You know what I'm saying? They got a big Monday night game coming up, division game first. You know what I'm saying? The Lions. So hopefully they can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And get a good division game. But like you said, Aaron Rodgers did not look good, man. He did not look good. And they did a good job, you know what I'm saying? Like they said, the Saints didn't blitz them. They didn't blitz them. They wasn't blitzing. They was playing zone, made them figure it out, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, adjust to a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? That was LaFleur, you know what I'm saying, biggest loss he done had since he's been a coach. So let's just see how the Packers bounce back, you know what I'm saying, after that loss.
And I would hate to be a Lions fan because knowing Aaron Rodgers, I think he's going to go out on Monday night and they're going to beat them by 50. Like, I think this is going to be like, I just think I'm not like you said, like it was good for the Saints. Like they play extremely well, but this isn't the Packers. And I think all football fans know that. Like if you're counting the Packers out right now, it's overreaction. Like there is no way in my opinion, I've been wrong a million times already, but there's no way the Packers are out. Like, I think they're going to figure it out quick. That offense is going to be – they were the best offense of football last year, or one of, and I think it'll be back to normal pretty soon. It's just they didn't have it on Sunday, and Aaron Rodgers struggled, and the defense struggled a lot, and that happened some weeks, and the Saints were all for it and went right at them.
Man, I'm talking about it was just a crazy game. Like I said, like I was just stunned just by how bad, you know what I'm saying, just their offense. But like you said, man, you got to be there for the off season. You got to be there for the players. They had a few players out, all the stuff that was going on in the off season. People talking about should Jordan Love replace Aaron Rodgers? You know what I'm saying? Like they said on TV a few times this week, man, it's the last dance. They said the last dance, man. So it's just like it's not even playoffs. It's not playoffs. It's like Super Bowl. We gotta beat, you know what I'm saying, the top teams in the NFC, man. We gotta get to the Super Bowl. We gotta get over the hump and get there.
And now jumping into our last game, and our last game for the first quarter today, the Bears-Rams.
Yep.
We predicted this word for word, stat for stat. It wasn't everything we said on Sunday happened.
Everything we said on Sunday happened in that game, man. And I'm still up here. What is the problem? Like, what is the problem now, Nagy? Like, what are you waiting on? I understand. And then they made a good point Sunday. I did not know Nagy was on the staff with the Chiefs when they drafted Mahomes with Alex Smith. So how the way that he's doing it, you know what I'm saying? I just said, I'm gonna wait and see. You know what I'm saying? But we can't lose that. Y'all can't lose too many games. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, is this a rebuilding year for the Bears or, you know what I'm saying? What is it? You know what I'm saying?
Like you don't want to waste years. Like David Montgomery played extremely well. And we said that. Like David Montgomery's a beast. And Dalton, like they got past the 50 and they couldn't convert on like 2 4th downs. He threw picks in the red zone. They had fumbles. Like, get him out of there. Like you said, like they did make the point that Nagy was in Kansas City when Mahomes sat out the year and then became Mahomes. But like this, Alex Smith wasn't as bad as Dalton was. Like I'm not even trying to
Man,
hate
that's
on
what I'm
Dalton,
saying.
but
Like, no,
he's
we're
not
not hating on Dalton. Like with this
right.
show, man, we're not hating on anybody. We just giving our opinions on what we seen, what we see, and everything, and when we play. But we just, I mean, y'all give it in the comments, man. When y'all see this show, man, y'all just give our comments right off when y'all see it. Fields or Dalton, y'all give us
Yeah.
y'all opinion on that game, man, because like we already see what it is. I understand they mixing them in. You know what I'm saying? They got to get that RPO going. Montgomery had a great game, man. You know the defense is going to come, and y'all score some points. It's going to be good for that defense, man. But, man, shout out to the Rams. Shout out to the
Yep.
Rams. You know what I'm saying? They playing defense, new coordinator. You know what I'm saying? And they playing lights out. You know what I'm saying? I saw Jalen Ramsey, like he looked like a corner coming up playing safety, making the tackles he was making in that game, man. So,
Yep.
man, this season's going to be interesting.
Yes, very. But now that is it for our first quarter. In the next quarter, we'll be jumping into some Ravens talk for Monday night, which was just embarrassment, and heading into the Chiefs game, which if they don't fix what they're dealing with right now is going to be another embarrassment. So
Man.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. Second quarter
We'll be
coming up,
jumping into
baby.
that. Yeah, we'll be jumping into that. For jumping into the second quarter, this will be really just about the Ravens. We got a good Raven following, and LeBron played in Baltimore, so we obviously got to talk a little bit about
Hey,
Baltimore.
Ben is the biggest Ravens fan ever, man.
Ever. Still, like I'm gonna have to
Still
stop
my
being
guy.
biased, but still, like I still root for him.
You say
And
something about Lamar, he will get on you, man.
I
I'm
will get on
telling you.
you.
You say
I'm
he will
coming.
get on you.
I will be on here coming at you, no matter who it is. There's a lot of people who troll and say dumb stuff, and I will be on you. And I was like so angry after the loss Monday that
Man,
I was
speaking of
ready to go,
Lamar.
people.
Oh man, speaking of Lamar in the game, man. How you feel? How you feel about his play in the game, in the Monday night game versus the Raiders? How you feel?
So like it was all right. So I'm gonna say this as a non-fan. As a non-fan, like if I was just watching the game,
non-fan.
the offense looked identical to last year. Like I don't know where the Greg Roman switching stuff up. They threw the ball more, but the passing plays were so dumb. Like it was still 1 yard routes, 3rd and 9. We're gonna throw 1 yard route. Like they're setting Lamar up to not succeed, and he's still succeeding. Like they're setting him up for failure. And I will continuously say this. Lamar definitely was not the Lamar that he was last year. And in the first 2 quarters, he just looked like it was his first game. Like it just looked like he was like kind of jumpy and kind of like just didn't really know where he was. And this first quarter, second quarter, like whatever. But like as the game went on, he definitely improved. And he made some big passes. But like I said, like the coordinator, I'll bash him until something changes. Like something has to change.
Roman. Yeah, man. I think with the passing game, I think when they get Bateman back, they're gonna be big for him to take the top off a lot of stuff. I just think they're not taking the top off the defense. I seen Hollywood on them posts and them streaks all the time. You know, they run a lot of over routes, you know, saying you shut down Andrews, you get Andrews in the box, you know what I'm saying? And you just slow down their run, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much you know what I'm saying, what they got. Then Lamar just make it happen, you know what I'm saying, with his feet. You know what I'm saying? Just in that game, it just going back and forth. Even to speak on, you know what I'm saying, like you said, the play calling, I think it could have been, you know what I'm saying, a lot better. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he had to use what he had to use. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the running game going to be the running game. They get a hat on the hat, you know what I'm saying? Because people so scared of Lamar. You saw that, you know what I'm saying, with the practice squad guy got in there and got his thing, got his first touchdown, his first game, his first action. You know what I'm saying? He got a touchdown. So, man, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can bounce back. You know what I'm saying, and get this thing rolling, man. That's a game that we should have won. It was a big AFC game. That game gonna count later on in the year. We got three more AFC West opponents, which one coming up, you know what I'm saying, in the Sunday night game Sunday. So like gotta come on with it, man. Gotta come on with it, that offense, man. And defense as well.
And now looking at the game, like I just felt like that was just straight up here you go game. Like, it wasn't the exact same as the Cleveland Kansas City game, but it was similar to the point where the Ravens go up 14-0. And any Ravens fan like watching the game had to be like, all right, this is going to be one of those whoopings that the Ravens do. And after that, it just wasn't the same. Like, the Raiders offense started figuring out the Ravens defense. And at that point, watching it, like, the Ravens just couldn't have been confident. Like, going into overtime, I just remember thinking, if we don't get the ball, we're going to lose. And really, it should have been like that. Like they should have scored the touchdown. The Ravens defense stopped them. And then the Ravens fumble, give it right back to them, and they beat the Ravens on the pass. But it's just like from the first quarter on, or early in the second quarter on, the momentum was gone. Like, it just wasn't. It looked like the Ravens didn't care, and the Raiders were playing for a Super Bowl. That's what it looked like to me.
Man. And then and then when you speak on the fumble, I feel like the fumble just came with Lamar just trying to do his thing, just trying to make plays, just trying to be Lamar and be who he is. I feel like, man, they got to put my man in better situations. You know what I'm saying? They figuring out this offense, Greg. I feel like we got to open it up. Hopefully, like I said, man, when we get a few pieces back, you know what I'm saying? They just updated Devontae Freeman. I'm gonna be surprised. They're gonna be a 33. Y'all gonna see that 33 flashing through that thing like the old 33 was. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy back there. Y'all gonna be flashing like the old 33 was back there, because he goes. I think his flashy move, the way that he runs the ball, sort of like JK, and hopefully he could get in there. You know what I'm saying, and do his thing and help us out in the run game, and especially the pass game. I think they need to chip more, man. Help them offensive linemen, man. Keep them damn linemen off of Lamar, man. Yeah. Like we got to, man. We got to, man. Especially coming into this game, coming Sunday night.
Yeah, and the offensive line was one of the worst displays I've seen in my life. But they made Max Crosby, and this is no disrespect to Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby's a stud. No. He's a great player. But they made him look like one of the best of all time. Like, every play he was back there. And like I said, shout out to him. Played great, and he's going to have a big year. But he had one of the best games I've seen.
He was bull rushing. He was spinning. He was strong arming. The guy, Max, I mean, he was
a veteran.
Man, against a veteran. He was just doing his thing. And I'm just like, man, people like this is the thing I used to say back in the day. Like, man, the eye in the sky don't lie, man. That is on film. People gonna see that, and people gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, expose that, you know what I'm saying, from what they seen. They can see it, like, just put pressure on them. If they pass and put pressure. You know what I'm saying, they're getting it. But we gotta get that. We gotta get this thing rolling, man. We gotta get it rolling, man. And hopefully, like I said, man, earlier, when we get them pieces back, get Lamar some more, you know what I'm saying, opportunity to make plays.
And I'm not sure if you've seen it yet before. This is the last thing before we move on to the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Ronnie Stanley now might be out this week and many more. So they're talking about putting Villanueva to left tackle. Villanueva had no business at right tackle, got whooped. So now we're going to put him at left tackle. Now you're going to put him at left tackle, where it'll probably be some of the same, maybe worse. And they're bringing in Patrick McCarry to play right tackle. That is the idea right now. But from what I read, they're saying that Stanley is getting a couple of options to see if he could still play on the injury and without re-injuring anything. So I think he's doing everything he can to stay on the field, but it's just not looking good for that Ravens offensive line right now at all.
Man, hopefully the doctors, man, the trainers, man, do everything they can to get that guy out on the field, because we need him. Lamar needs him out there, man, to protect his blind side. But if they had to switch it over, man, like you said, next man up, the guys got to step up, you know what I'm saying, to protect that guy. Keep the damn D line off of Lamar, man. You keep him off Lamar, give him a little time, let him figure this thing out, you know what I'm saying, we could get rolling.
Yeah, and now heading into Sunday, which is probably the least confident I've ever been in a Ravens game. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, looking at it, the Ravens, like, it's the NFL. Ravens are a good team no matter how many injuries they have. As long as 8 is playing quarterback, the Ravens will be the Ravens. Like, the problem is, how many times are you gonna get hit? Like, you have to. There are three ways you got to win the game. One is you control the time. You play on your time. You go down the field
Time
slow with the
possession.
run.
Time of possession.
Yep, time of possession. You go down the field slow, take your time, be you. Second, force turnovers on Mahomes. I was reading somewhere Mahomes is 11-0 with 0 interceptions in the month of September in his career.
Yep.
You got to force a turnover on Mahomes. There's no way you're going to win the game letting him do whatever. And number 3, just Wink Martindale, stop the cover 0. It's not there. It doesn't work. It is, I don't know what, don't be aggressive, but this is not the aggressive I'm talking. Like that was just terrible. Not to jump back in the game, that was horrible.
Terrible. All right. So man, my key points in this game. One, you know what I'm saying? You have to, we gotta establish the run. You know what I'm saying? One of them backs gotta step up and establish the run. Two, like you said, time of possession. That's gonna be big in this Sunday game. Keep Patty Mahomes on that sideline, take control of the game. You know what I'm saying? Take control of the clock. Then on, like you said, on defense, man, zone it up. You know what I'm saying? Forget the man. You know what I'm saying? Probably they got so many weapons. The linebackers gonna have to guard Kelsey, man. We got then they got all the speed guys on that, man. Zone it up. Zone it up. Like cover 0 when we need to, man. Confuse Mahomes, man. He already said on the shop that he can't even figure out coverages and everything. So, you know, they'll figure that out.
Different stuff,
and number 3, man, it's time. I think it's just time. It's time for the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? It's time for Lamar. He's 0-3 against the Chiefs. He said it's really not against him and Patty Mahomes, but I just feel like for the game that they just lost, it would be a huge game for him. Sunday Night Football on the national stage, you know what I'm saying, coming out here and getting his first win against, you know what I'm saying, the Kansas City Chiefs versus Patty Mahomes at home. You know what I'm saying? Great atmosphere. The fans gonna be in here, man. It's not gonna feel like a scrimmage. It's gonna feel like a, you know what I'm saying? I know M&T Bank is gonna be rocking. Baltimore gonna be rocking the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? I know they're gonna bring a nice fan base down there, but you know what I'm saying? Take it to them, man. You know what I'm saying?
And we might be there.
Like that,
we might be there.
We might be at the game. We might be a tailgate before the game. We might be going live from the game. Also, if I'm not there, Ben's gonna be there.
Yeah.
If I'm not there, Ben's gonna be there, man. It's gonna be a hype game. But like we said, man, I just feel like it's time for the Ravens. It's time for Lamar to take that next step, man. After the game from last week, okay, we fumbled it in the thing. How are we gonna bounce back? How are we gonna bounce back to adversity? Especially against a great team like the Chiefs, who just came off a good win against the Browns, another AFC North opponent.
And I will say now, if the Ravens win this game, if Lamar wins this game, you will never hear the end of it from me. I will tell everybody on social media, because I've dealt with all the Lamar hate. So now when Lamar's in his worst situation with the O-line, receivers not back yet, tight ends hurt, the defense banged up.
Remind me of the Browns game last year. Remind me of the Browns Monday night game last year. You know what I'm saying? When like all the stuff that's happening and then he go down and he got to come back. And you know what I'm saying? He just making plays and continue to make a play. So I just feel like that's the stage that he on. I hope he has that mindset. I know the media action him. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not Mahomes versus, you know what I'm saying, Lamar, but I know in the back of his head, I know he thinking,
what it is.
You know, his competitive edge. I know if he got a competitive edge in him, I know if anybody got a competitive edge, Harbaugh has that in him. I know Harbaugh knows that in the back of his head, man, you know what? It's time. I just came out this game right here. It's time. It's time. And we do not want to be down. People need to understand this. We do not want to be down 0-2, and that's 0-2 in the AFC also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like playoff talk and all that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to that. So we got to do whatever we can, you know, so I keep saying we, but the Ravens got to do whatever they can, you know what I'm saying, to get this victory, you know what I'm saying, over the Chiefs Sunday night.
100%. And now that is it for the second quarter. We kind of just
halftime
gave it, we kind of just gave it what it was. I let out everything I needed to because Tuesday morning was not a good day.
Y'all need to understand this. Ben's going to give his raw feelings on the Ravens every time we talk about the Ravens. That's why he get caught up sometimes because, like, it's just real. It's just real. Yeah. And I feel him every time they talk about Lamar. I'm like, the man is the quarterback now. Y'all still saying what he can't do. Just check the stack. Numbers does not lie. Numbers do not lie. Men and women do, but numbers do not lie. The guy's been balling. So, man, come Sunday night, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to him doing his thing.
Facts, yep. And now we will be heading into halftime. Third quarter, we'll be jumping into some AFC North quarterback talk, and then the fourth quarter, we'll be giving a preview for tonight's game. Now, jumping into the third quarter, today we will be doing a AFC North quarterback ranking kind of thing. Like, we're basically going to give our opinion on who we think is the best and who we think is the worst. But y'all already know how I'm feeling and who I think is number one. I think at least Lamar. There's nobody in the AFC North better than him, I believe. He's as a thrower, like there might be some guys who might better arm, maybe more arm accuracy, but in terms of overall quarterback on the field, there's not one quarterback in the AFC North that I see better than him. Is he the best quarterback in the NFL? No, I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. But in terms of the AFC North, I just don't see who is better than him in the division.
Yeah, my number one is Lamar also, man. Lamar is my number one, man. Just everything that he can do with his feet, with his vision, man. His throwing getting better and everything. And you know what I'm saying? Not just we're not talking about records and everything right now. We're just talking about just pure, you know what I'm saying, the quarterbacks of the AFC North, and he's number one in my book. So
now jumping for number two, I got to go Baker right now.
Okay.
I like. I'll give it to Baker. Like
he don't even like Baker.
No,
he don't even like Baker.
No, I don't. Not at all. But I'll give it like, and I'm not even gonna say or hate. Like I respect him because what he did, like people don't realize like his college career, he was a walk-on twice, earned starting jobs, left Texas Tech, walk on again, earned a starting job at Oklahoma, won the Heisman. Like I respect him. Do I like him? No, I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't like him. But I respect him, and I'll give him his props. Like right now, he's really, really gaining more and more respect for me just because he's starting to really show that he's a good NFL quarterback. Is he better than Lamar? Hell no. I'll be honest with you. Hell no. But I got respect for him, and he's impressing me right now. So that's why he's the second best quarterback in the AFC North, in my opinion.
Indeed. I got second. I got to go with the truly vet from the Steelers, Ben. I got to go with Big Ben. Just going with Big Ben with him. Yeah, with him being number two. You know, just his, you know what I'm saying, experience. Just his experience, man. That's the only reason, you know what I'm saying, that's one of the reasons why he's high. His experience, Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, playoff time, you know what I'm saying, clutch time, his clutch gene, you know what I'm saying, making plays. He's not the old Big Ben he was, so. But just him going on that road, doing what he did, you know what I'm saying, against the Bills, man, I'm excited to see what he's going to do this season. So that's my number two, Big Ben.
For now, number three, Big Ben will be mine. There's just no way that I can take Joe Burrow and put him there yet. Like Burrow, I think by the end of the year, Burrow could jump. Big Ben is like, he's just older now. If we go 10 years ago, Big Ben's number one. He's number one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just at this time, like he's third on my list and could drop down to fourth, but that defense is going to carry him. And he's still a game manager. He still has the IQ of a top football player. He's just right now, the skill level puts him at third for me. And Joe Burrow still has to show me more just because last year he got hurt, didn't get to finish the year. And this year he's only played one game.
Man, I was a toss-up with my 3 and 4 between Joe and Baker. And I wanted to go 3A and 3B, but I'm going to go with Baker for number 3. Not off experience, because I feel like him and Joe is like, you know what I'm saying, Joe can ball, man. Joe can ball. But I feel like it just with Baker, just everything that he's doing right now, like you said, he's coming along, man. He's coming along doing his thing. If you erase that last play, you know what I'm saying, and he just throw it away and you give him an opportunity to go down there, you know what I'm saying, win the game, he may win that game. And I would probably bank everything that I had in my pocket at the time that he would have won the game. You know what I'm saying? So I got Baker Mayfield. He's coming along. Got him at number 3 for the AFC North.
And now number 4. Yeah. And now number 4 is Joe Burrow. But like,
same for me.
In a year, like Joe could be up there. Like what he did. They don't give him no line. They give him weapons. I'm not gonna say they don't have weapons for him because that's what they got him, but he didn't really get any offensive line, and he balled out on Sunday. Like I thought there was no possible chance that he beat the Vikings. And him and Chase, oh my,
Man, we
He
talked
looked
about
phenomenal.
that. You remember what we did on the show? I don't know, it was episode 2. We did our quarterback duos,
Yeah.
top quarterback duos. You remember I said
Yep.
I want to slide him and Chase Center. Man,
Because
they
they
look
played
so
together.
good.
Yep.
They played together at LSU, and I know we ain't seen it in the NFL, but people got a glimpse of it. You know what I'm saying, in game 1. Joe looked good, like you said, man. With his time, when he get the experience after this year, he could be right up there with, like we said, putting
Yeah.
Ben at 4 and them 3 young guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, just taking off with it. Joe played. Joe gonna be good, man. Joe gonna be good, man. I wish they would have got him some protection. You know what I'm saying? Everything,
Yeah.
like you said, that the defense probably gonna carry him a lot. But hopefully, man, they get some people in there to protect him, man. But woo, him and Chase, man, they're gonna be a mean and nice combo, man. Hate to put Joe at 4, but Joe go climb. Joe go
Yeah.
climb easy, man.
100%.
He gonna be a top quarterback in the NFL for sure.
100%. But another thing, real quick, before we wrap up the third quarter,
Yeah.
the Jamar Chase drops, that all that hate talk got real quiet. Got
Oh
real
my
quiet on
God.
Sunday. I
Yes,
didn't
he
hear
did.
any of it because before it
Yeah.
was, so you're gonna call somebody a bust based off the preseason, which means absolutely nothing. The preseason
Yeah.
means absolutely nothing, and all those people on Twitter, you're gonna call Chase a bust, and now I see, oh my gosh, what a game out of the rookie. What a great game he had. What a big game. It's
You know
kind of
how they
weird.
do. Man, you know how the media do. We part of it now. You know how we do.
Yeah.
You know how we do. We talk about you one day, then we love
Yeah.
you today. You know how we
Sure.
do, man. But Chase, man, just keep proving the wrong, man. Catching that ball from Joe. Old line, give Joe time, and Joe gonna pick you apart, man. I remember Joe. I still remember Joe when he came to Tuscaloosa, man, and got Bama, man. I feel like we still should have won that game, Alabama, if
Yeah.
Tua would have been hurt, but Joe, on the drive that counted in the second half, man, the 2 third downs that they need to get. Who got the third downs? Joe Burrow, man. Who
Yep.
made the throw? Who made the throws? Joe. Who made the catches? Chase. You know what I'm saying? Then when Chase sitting out a year, man, him did what he do in that first game. Oh, man. Salute
Yep.
to that, man. Salute to that, man. Them
Yep.
receivers good. Them rookies look good. They look good Sunday.
100%. Now that is it for the third quarter. After this, we would just be jumping into our last quarter, just talking about tonight's expectations and our predictions and kind of who we think will win. But that is it for the third. Now we'll be jumping into the fourth.
Fourth quarter, baby.
Now we will be jumping into the fourth quarter. We're doing a preview for the Giants versus Washington football team game tonight. And I'm gonna let LaRon start this quarter off here.
Okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter, we about to finish strong right here, man. In the fourth quarter. You already know how it is in the fourth. One of my favorite quarters. Man, but tonight, man, we got the Thursday night game, man. You know what I'm saying? The football giants, the little giants, versus the Washington football team, man. But we got a great matchup, man. Two decent quarterbacks. I'm not going to say great, 2 decent quarterbacks. We got a backup. You know what's going on in Washington, boss, with everything going on with Fitzy. Fitzy's out, you know what I'm saying? He's out, I think they said 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 weeks with his hip thing now. And he's on IR, so they got the backup in there. The guy that started the playoff game for him that was playing against Brady. I guess Chase Young, you know what I'm saying? The big guy thought they was going to beat him, but, you know what I'm saying? That didn't happen. But a great quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Him stepping in there. I know he's going to be ready, you know what I'm saying, tonight versus Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones, like me and you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, during the break, man, my guy, he's 4-0 versus Washington, man. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
I think that streak ends tonight. I'll put it like that. It's a bit surprising he's 4-0, but like, I just don't see them winning tonight. But Daniel Jones definitely, like, Washington. So that's what last year Washington's defense halfway through the year really came along, but 2 years ago Washington's defense wasn't what it is now. Like, so for 2 of the times that Daniel Jones beat that defense, it wasn't like we know it to be now. So I give it to him. That's impressive, and I really, like I told you earlier, didn't know that until today. But like I said, I think that streak might just end tonight.
Man, like I was mentioning, man, he 4-0 versus Washington, but my guy's 0-5, man, in primetime games. Like you said, he gonna lose tonight, so he might be 0-6. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I just feel like the guy, I think they pulled the trick on him a little bit too much when they drafted him. You know what I'm saying? They should have kept the guy, you know what I'm saying, the guy that they had in there for a minute to let him learn under them a little bit longer. Cause you know what I'm saying, since he got into the league, my guy got too many fumbles, 18. He got too many turnovers, and then he going against a D like that tonight on a short week. You know what I'm saying, versus Washington, who just coming off, you know what I'm saying, a close loss. I know they're not trying to go down, you know what I'm saying, 0-2, you know what I'm saying, against their team. So it's gonna be a good fight tonight, division game. You know what I'm saying? I know Dallas gonna be checking in to see, you know what I'm saying, how both teams look and see who's gonna win that, because I already said Dallas gonna win the division, but I think you'll have to go through Washington again.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And another big thing here is both defenses are relatively good, and both offenses just lack. Like the Washington football team had Sam Cosmi. They drafted him, and he was playing tackle, and he just really, really struggled. But the Giants aren't really known for their edge talent. Like their edge rushers really aren't, you know, what is big on that defense. Like their secondary is good. Bradbury is a monster, but we kind of just talked about this, but I'll give my prediction now. I'm going to go 21-17, 21-17 with the Washington football team winning. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I just don't see either offense really putting up too many points.
Man, I think it's gonna be a tough game. Like I said, short week. I like these games, man. I used to love them when I played back in the day because I know we was gonna run a lot. You know what I'm saying? Get the bang a little. So it go come down. I think it go come down to the game plan. You know what I'm saying? The game plan. Who's gonna have, you know what I'm saying, call the better plays on this short week? What defense is gonna come out? You know what I'm saying, and make plays. I know the Washington football team are looking their chops and they are ready to get some turnovers, man. But like you said, I just think it's gonna be a defensive match, tough game, man. I got the game being close, close defensive game, 17-3. I know there's, I know there's with about 2 touchdowns, but 17-3, low scoring game, man. I got, you know what I'm saying, to watch the football team with their quarterback with a little, I know he's young, but I say he got a little bit of experience, you know what I'm saying, him bouncing around. That playoff game helped him out a lot. So he probably just get in there, you know what I'm saying, just do his thing, and you know what I'm saying, and the Washington football team and the staff, they got confidence in him. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good matchup. First Thursday night game of the year. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they kick this thing all right. Man, and have a good game. Just Daniel Jones, don't turn over the ball too much, baby. Don't turn it over too much, man. Go win the game, man. Prove everybody wrong, because that's all they talking about all day.
Yep.
They're talking about, you know what I'm saying, this turnover, man. You got too many turnovers.
Yep, 100%. But now that is it for this last quarter and this episode.
Sir.
You will next be hearing from us on Sunday.
Check us out. Sunday, man. Y'all got to check us out on Sunday, man. Them shows. We did one. You could tell how, you know what I'm saying, we're going live. We don't know where we're going to be at, but soon as we get up, we get it going, man. We're going to get them picks going for the game, man. We got some good picks this week. It's a great show, man. Follow us on everything, man. All platforms. Thank y'all for tuning in. As y'all can see, we're getting better, baby. We are getting better. Follow that iFormation podcast, man. Subscribe to our channel. You know what I'm saying? Being like always, baby. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you as well. And like we said earlier, Sunday night, we're not 100% sure what is going on yet, but we might have some good content from the game. If it's both of us or maybe just one of us being there, we'll figure that out. We're gonna let y'all know that on our social media as well.
Man, that's gonna be awesome. We can do that, man. If I could get up, if I get up there or when I get up there, man, we're gonna be tailgating before the big game. You know what I'm saying, with Jimmy Seafood. Shout out to Jimmy Seafood, man, the owners and the staff and everybody up there, man. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? A great restaurant, you know what I'm saying, that I always stop in. When I go to Baltimore, man. Shout out to them, man. Tailgate with them, man. Then at the game, you know what I'm saying, at the game, man. Just really up and close, man, with Patty Mahomes versus, you know what I'm saying, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, man. Hope we bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Hope they bounce back.
Hope the Ravens bounce back.
Hope the Ravens bounce back, man, and do their thing, man. I know me and Ben gonna be locked in.
Oh yeah, 100%. Very excited for that one. But like I said, that's it for the episode. We really appreciate you guys watching, and tune back in on Sunday morning for our Sunday predictions and preview for that.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. God bless.